Kick off your boots, get cozy, and join the chat. This is Boot Buddies.
In true Boot Buddies fashion.
Where's your mama?
In true Boot Buddies fashion, I brought you a loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread?
A literal loaf of bread. In honor of our food episode last week.
Oh my gosh, I love bread.
And then for your birthday, here's some extra things.
When I love sourdough. No, seriously, this is like a way to my heart. Through bread.
Through bread.
Through bread. Yes,
It's
thank
funny.
you. No, I seriously love this. Gonna put this precious cargo over here.
Precious cargo there.
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, so we're on episode 6 of America's Sweethearts. This is a lot of episodes. It's gonna be a long one. Shall we jump right into it?
Yeah. I love seeing these behind the scenes because, like, what are we doing? Like, someone's getting their leg up on the wall.
Trying to be flexible at the last minute.
Yeah. Yeah, doing squats, doing leg lifts, doing all the things.
The amount of anxiety I feel in this moment.
This is where my hands go a little clammy
Yep.
because it's cold. Oh, there's me running. Why am I running?
Ooh, your hair is so almost platinum.
Yeah,
Looks good though.
it was very bright. I'm honestly so glad I was never in that front line that counts off because I can never hear the music.
These clips are iconic. People are gonna go insane for this at the games this year.
I know.
Oh, the music being. Oh,
Ooh,
there we go.
ooh, that was off.
We got it on.
Why is it that as dancers, like things like that irk us so much?
Because you know it's right and you're just like cringing.
It's like when it's like half a second off.
That was a good edit though.
That was, yeah. Isn't that your favorite part?
One of them.
What's your favorite part?
I like this part.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. My hair does look platinum.
Sprinting to this line.
Wow.
These clips are so good. This camera. Fire.
Those
Ooh.
kicks, the counting on those kicks. So I stood, you know how it echoes in the stadium
Really bad.
really badly. And depending on where you are in a stadium or, you know, from the center out, you can catch the sections of the stadium that echo so badly.
You can
And-
even see it. Look at this
Yes,
side clip.
yes.
The other half of the line is on
Right.
a different count.
Right. And where I stood, I was next to Victoria and Jessica, and I heard 2 different beats for the kicks every single time. And I always kicked with Jessica because she was closer to center, because you're aimed towards center. But I could 100% hear an off beat to
On
the
the other
right.
side of you, yeah.
And that makes sense why we're always off.
Yeah.
Yay.
That was so lackluster. Oh, really? The ice cream is hand churned. I've always wanted to do a tour. I just never made around to it. Maybe I'll get the
Do you
chance.
want to book one?
We should book.
We should video it. That
We
should be an
should.
episode.
Our next episode, we'll do
Tour
the
the
tour.
stadium. Do we get to our locker room?
Probably so. I really do want to go.
No, I'm serious. She's got a master's in accounting. Yeah, she does. Just want a smart cookie.
This is so sketchy. How come no one thought about this being so sketchy?
See if she's blonde, brunette, or whatever. And then on the count of 3, I want you to turn around and give me that pose. 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of funny when the joke landed.
Did they just ask us for our phone numbers? Paid.
I was wondering, why did we have to say paid appearances? Why not just appearances? First regular season home game.
Hello, James. He's a hoot.
He is a hoot. Oh God! Ew.
That's hilarious.
We did have a few rough rides last
Yeah,
season.
just a few.
Remember when the bus broke down that one?
Yes, and we changed
We had to
buses.
change
Yeah,
bus.
that was funny.
It was like midnight.
Those are awesome.
I'm a big fan of Christy.
I love her. She's
Big
such
fan.
a nice, genuine person. And she truly cares for so many of us. Birthday. Oh, that was my birthday.
Aww.
Oh, wait, that's that's what you guys are setting up
yeah,
my
'cause it's
locker.
first,
Yeah.
First game. It was literally
Aw,
today.
Yeah,
the
it's,
first game. That's
yeah,
the
it's
thing.
today. There you are. Look at that. That's a good
Hey.
clip. When she came around with the phone, Kelly would come up to you. You're like, doing whatever you're doing on game day. And out of nowhere, you turn and the phone is like sometimes right here in your face or like somewhere else, potentially. And you just never know. Is it good or is it bad?
It's like, I'm doing social, and I'm like,
Why is the social targeted towards my behind? That's not social. It would be so funny. Or like, when the girls in your group kind of see her coming with the phone, we all kind of pass it down. Like, Kelly's coming, pass it down with the phone.
we're dancing this entire time, so pass it down.
Pass it down. Okay, there's my husband eating
That
a
is
burger.
Preston.
And he told me that when they were videoing this, the camera was this close to his face for 20 minutes while he ate his burger.
And it was just they were just getting Caroline
I
back
know.
there talking. There's you.
Okay, do you have a hard time hearing when they count off sometimes?
Oh,
there's the phone.
Especially
It's
on
back.
the end, yeah.
We do rely on the people next to us to count the second you hear count, because when you're over to the right or left.
Yeah. Oh, and this is just going through the season. This is cool.
Hey, Reese. Pump it,
So
girl.
Cute. They think you're trouble. Miss Carly.
I know, Miss Carly.
Aww.
We are
I like that little
constantly
step.
dancing. I do like that one too. That's Yes, right?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite dances.
The 3-minute break. Not, why am I exaggerating? 45-second break. Your hair looks really good there. It's so long.
Hair is so long. Also,
Ew.
my only speaking part so far has been blow drying myself. Wow, we're moving through the whole season.
Real fast. Oh. That was a little funny. Getting it taped.
And just
What
tape
was
it
that
up.
in the middle? Yeah.
And then you go back and
That
dance.
was a good clip.
That was a good clip. I need that. Yeah.
And it's rookie tradition for them to get the bags off the bus. It's a polite form of hazing.
I always feel bad. Not the photos.
The photos, you see how your eyelash is sitting right here? It's a little awkward.
I remember this moment because she walked away distraught after this conversation.
But I also think it's good to receive constructive criticism, because if she didn't tell you this, they would just never use your photo, and you'd wonder how come I never see myself.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I do wish we got to see photos so that we could, going back to us being visual people,
Yeah.
just like visual learners, everything. It's nice to see, to have your own like feedback to
Yeah.
it. Like, oh, that pose looks weird, or that makeup didn't look so good this time, or maybe I shouldn't curl my hair this way.
Yeah.
But we don't really get to see them, so it's kind of hard
Yeah.
until.
I wore big eyelashes one time, and Kelly texted me and was like, I did not have Kelly Finglass's phone number. And she texted me, and she said, did you switch your eyelashes? The last game. And I
Wait,
just
she
saw this
texted you
text.
after you took them off, or before when you put
This
them
was
on?
we got photos of the game at the
Okay.
game, and she just randomly, hey, how you doing? Nothing, just pops on my screen. Did you change your eyelashes last game? And I'm thinking, who is this? What photographer has my number? Why did they?
But also so random.
So then I respond. I go, yeah, I think so. May I ask who this is? And she was Kelly Finglass, and I was like. And she goes, yeah, these eyelashes are a little too big, and your face is too pretty to hide, so switch them, please. I was like,
Oh, well, that's kind of
That's
nice.
nice, yeah.
You do have a pretty face.
but then we went to practice, and she was like, I'm looking at photos, so if I text you, you should make sure you save my number, unlike Callie. And I was like, I didn't have your number to save it.
Actually, the very first time she texted me, I also didn't have her number. And I also got a random text message. And I think it said something about me working in the animation industry.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, hey, we should do something with this. And I had no idea who it was from.
yeah.
And so I just replied and I was like, yeah. what do you have in mind?
How can I help you?
And then, the more info came out, and I was like, okay, I think this is Kelly. And so then I went and I looked up the phone number in a directory, and then I found, okay, Kelly saved.
Smart.
But yeah, no, the first message also came very much
I was
like that. Yeah.
Eyelashes. So random.
Who's this? We're already more than halfway through the season.
Oh, we just did the entire season in that 30 seconds.
Because
right
we're
there.
about to go into 9 to 5 because that's what's playing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's Thanksgiving.
They showed the game that technically happened today, and now we're in November. The end of November, to be exact.
Yes. Before November, we had a lot of things going on.
Queen.
Oh my gosh, Queen. I think meeting Queen was one of the best days of my life.
Were you a Queen fan before? I think we talked about this.
We did with a music.
Uh-huh.
But yes,
Yeah.
yes, I am a huge Queen fan. Grew up listening to Queen. My grandmother used to play Show Must Go On for me all the time. It's one of her favorite songs of all time. And getting to actually meet the band. I mean, he was like
He's so humble.
an uncle.
Literally.
Like uncle energy.
Literally, like you just walked into your uncle's house.
Yes, and he
he's
just came up to us to talk to us. He's like, I'll play you guys something. Take a seat." Starts playing. I started crying. Literally tearing up. What was your favorite part of that?
I just feel like, yes, being on the field is really great, but being on a stage is like such a different feeling.
Yeah.
And I also think because like a field, everything is 360. So you can kind of, in a sense, drown out because it's just everything's loud,
Yeah.
So
Everything's pulling your attention.
everything's pulling your attention. Whereas on a stage, like you're literally crouched down. Like you hear the noise, but it's not as like in your face.
Yeah.
And then like an 8 count, and you're like dancing full out, and people
To
are
fat bottom girls.
screaming at you. Fat bottom girls. Honestly, it was great.
It was amazing.
It was so good, and
You know what I'm
such a different
surprised that we
feeling.
don't do?
What?
Like DCC production.
We did that on Dolphins one year.
You know? Like I feel like people would pay money to come see us perform.
Yeah. I feel like everyone who's blown up, whether it's Netflix or social or Simone Biles is going on a gymnastics tour. What is a gymnastics tour? I don't know, but I'll be there for it. Like
Yeah,
I
I
want
don't
to
know
see
that.
it. So
Dancing with the Stars
Dancing with the Stars
does
tour.
a tour. Derek Huff does a tour.
The other Netflix cheer, they did a tour.
Did they really?
They did, yeah. No, they did. They did it like around the U.S. It was a good amount of cities, honestly. I thought about going when it came somewhere. I don't remember, but
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that at this, day and age with social media and everything that we don't do a performance production like a tour.
Rockets did not tour.
They did travel because I saw them here in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a while back.
It was a while back,
did
but they did
happen,
come.
Yeah. And they thought about doing it again another time.
But I mean, think about it. Like we can do solos. We could do our quarter changes. Maybe some of the girls can be in the audience performing. Like what a cool
Yeah,
experience that would be, like almost like an interactive show.
I mean, also
Something to think about.
something to
I
think
feel like
about.
people would actually pay money.
People would pay money to see that, especially like they don't have to come to Dallas.
You can have a sit-in sign,
Yeah.
a stand-in
People would
pose.
love that. Yeah, stand-in
There's
pose.
36 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can have a shift.
You can have a VIP ticket, have dinner with some of the girls.
You can go backstage.
You go backstage.
Yeah,
Wow.
get a T-shirt.
We've got this planned out, don't we?
Okay, well, hire us. We'll plan it for you.
Hire us. Hire us.
I don't even know how many things that we just like blew over
Yeah, for
in
sure.
10 seconds. That's, I think, where like the meat
August, September,
of the season is.
November. Yeah. I also feel like if this would have been filmed like our rookie year, you would have got so much more of season because we did so much in the season. Like all the halftimes and stuff, and
Yeah.
all the planning and replanning and redoing, would have captured a lot there. Because they did get the halftimes we did, alumni and Dolly Parton. Is that all we did?
I think so.
Yeah, they did get.
We were supposed to do the Halloween halftime, but
Oh yeah.
remember that Medal of Honor? Was it the Medal of
Yeah, I
Honor
think it was that.
recipient?
Well, no, because remember R&B did do. Am I making that up?
They did the hip hop one.
They did do. They were out there rehearsing something, and we went back into the locker room.
I think that
last
was the
season.
hip hop one. that we
That was for
didn't do.
playoffs. That was for playoffs that we
Oh,
didn't
that's right.
do.
That's right. That's right.
I believe that we will win.
Yeah.
That's what we did not
I'm
do.
okay not doing that. But the Halloween one, I was so sad because the Halloween one last year was my favorite. Wait, so our rookie season, how many halftimes did we do? We did Pink, which was, I think, the hardest one for me. Stamina-wise, that was our first halftime. And it took a lot out.
I also feel that's one thing. I'll go back to the stage again. When you're on stage, the audience is giving you so much energy that it makes you want to go full out, and it gives back. But in that stadium during a halftime, everybody's just looking at you like.
Especially that Pink one.
And the people went on for so long.
Like we're walking out onto the field to do the Pink halftime, and you see people going out of the stands
to get their hot dogs and beers.
And you're like, well, I'm about to Tina Turner this to
and
nobody.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat this to no one. But yeah, the Pink one I think was the hardest one for me just because it was first and I didn't have the stamina for an 8-minute dance.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so Pink, what happened next?
Then I think it was the Halloween one.
Halloween.
Which was bomb. And then the next one was the Thanksgiving. And then
Jonas
it was
Brothers.
the alumni.
And
then it was the Christmas.
Christmas, like...
Christmas was death.
I also feel like because everyone was putting so much pressure on it, like, it's the same dance. Make sure you're thinking. I'm like, I got it. I understand. Like, let's just calm down, everybody.
Christmas was hard because...
It's the same dance, but different.
Correct. Like, the people that are doing the Christmas show... So we all learn those dances. It's those dances combined into one big production, plus cutting in the middle of those dances to do something completely different, and then go back to a different section. And so if you learn this side or you learn that side, and then you flip, like just because of where we are in the form.
Formation, yeah. See, my formations were crazy for Pink.
Like, yes, they were.
Huh?
For that last formation.
Yes, and Judy
50 yards.
Judy goes, do you keep messing that step up? I said, no, I'm running 40 yards.
I think it was actually 40 yards.
No, I said, I'm running. And her and Kelly look at me and laugh. And I was like, okay. And then she
I don't
changed
think
me.
we're over-exaggerating. I think it was like, it was 50, like 40 yards. Cause
it was so far.
We were in a super tight triangle, and then we needed to be every 10 yards.
And it was so important for the line to go rookie. It was so important for all the vets to be in front. So that I kept getting pushed out every time we did it because I was a rookie. And I was like, I understand the importance of this. Yes. But I will not make it to this position.
No. And you had to go from, I want to say.
It was like the 50.
We were almost on the 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you had to go to like the 20.
Yes. It was
30 yards.
It's 30 yards.
In like an 8 count.
She's like, do you keep messing that step up? I was like, the walking step? Nope. Sorry.
I do remember.
I'm doing that one correctly. Out of all the steps, I am certainly walking correctly.
I think it was like one file we were filing out to go right behind each other.
Well, it was like slow, and then
fast, slow. Yes. And I remember being like, oh, whoever was in front of me, I think it was Sophie. I think it was Sophie. And her being on the person in front of her heels and me being on her heels, like, go. And so each one of us was like, go.
I think it's so funny when we learn and set things in the studio, and I'm like, this is not good. We have to do this on the field. Like, studio is just for choreography. It is just for choreography.
Yeah. Like,
spacing has to be done on the field.
No, I agree.
Unless you have a map of the last time you did it and you're just plugging people in to those spots. Yeah. But that's not usually the way things are done. But
no, that was pretty funny.
All the halftime. What did we just count? 6 halftimes?
6 or 5, yeah.
5 or 6. It was a lot. It was a lot of choreography that we had our rookie season. And honestly, I loved it.
Oh, me too. I think that season was so busy, but all the halftimes I think were my favorite part.
That season, I felt like we were nonstop booked, busy, doing things. And I really enjoyed that,
I actually
especially learning
agree.
the choreography and doing like
Yeah.
different styles of dance.
Like, even if
really
we weren't booked
satisfied
on
my heart.
appearances and things because we were rookies, I do feel like we were constantly busy and doing stuff because we were prepping for all of these halftimes all the time.
And last season was very slow.
Last season, I didn't do anything except for our regular, well, I'll say anything, but I mean, like, we had practice every night. Outside of that.
But even at practice every night, we'd kind of sometimes be twiddling our thumbs, and I was like, Lord.
Remember that one practice where we sat and played Two Truth and a Lie for an hour?
Do I?
I think I remember looking over at you and you're just...
Also, that day, I was very pissed off, and I will be honest about my feelings. Like, I'm not someone that, like, no, I was very pissed off. And Katiana was mic'd up, and I was saying everything awful under the sun. And I was like, thank God I am not one of the stars of this show, because
oh my God,
the internet would have, oh God. I was saying, she's like, Callie, I've told you 5 times on mic. And I'm like, you know what? I've forgotten every single time. I was so fed up with that night. I was so ready to go home.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, we all look at our leaders and we're like, what should we be doing? But it's not their fault. I mean,
No.
they come prepared as much as they can, but they get information last minute too. So we just kind of make the time go by. Yeah, that was sad. I'm one of those people that if I'm doing something with my time that is not productive, I physically feel every fiber of my being aging for no reason. Like,
Okay, so
I just feel it.
on that spectrum, I feel like success is being sucked from me.
Yes, it's almost like I start thinking about
poverty, all these things,
different things that I
coming
could
upon
be
me.
doing that would be so much more effective and productive with this time than what I'm currently doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know myself, when I start feeling that way, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad for me because that's when I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yep.
What am I doing? You know, I could be
A plethora of things you could be
doing a cake order. I could be working on work stuff and making money. I could be
in bed at a decent time.
in bed.
We make do, we smile, and we keep pushing. And maybe we say a few bad things that are now recorded and in someone's hands forever.
Watch after this episode, Netflix is going to go back and like, wait, what?
What did she say?
Let's pull that mic up. But you know, someone heard that. They have an earpiece
Someone heard that.
the whole time.
I mean, I didn't say anything mean. It was just the truth.
The truth
Yeah.
can be mean.
The truth can be mean, but the truth sets you free as well.
In our oh my God, I love that. You know what I love? I always look coming up to people and giving them a hug and tapping on the
Yep.
back to make sure they're not mic'd.
Yep.
It's like, where's the box?
That's how I always did Victoria. I was like, I know you got it, sister.
I know, yeah. It's like,
I know you got it, sister.
where's the mic?
Stay
Where
over
is
there.
it?
Uh-huh.
Where is it?
Or when people
Let me see.
when people are just standing there and practice like, I'm like, okay, weirdo.
No, there's one time.
We know you're mic'd. We did the rookie Thanksgiving, Salvation Army Thanksgiving dinner. That was really cool. That was fun.
Yes, I loved that. Yeah, the Thanksgiving one was really fun because we also got to meet some of the players and interact with them and do the Thanksgiving. And it was actually kind of funny. I think some of them were surprised how tall some of us are. He came up to me and he was like, "You're actually pretty tall." And I looked at him and he was like, maybe 1 inch taller than me.
It was Turpin.
I think
right?
it was
It
Turpin.
was Turpin. He's so tall.
I think it was Turpin because he was like, "Man, some of you guys are really tall." And I was like, "I'm not even the tallest one."
I'm pretty sure you're taller than him, because I think I'm his height.
How tall is he?
I think he's like 5'6", 5'7".
Then yeah, I'm definitely taller than him.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. The guys, like some of them are pretty big dudes and they couldn't put the apron on. And so all of us were assisting them, like put the apron on and tie it because they couldn't reach. And we're like, you guys are just a mess.
Do you remember last year hospital visits? We were on the same bus. And what is his name?
Big Sam.
Big Sam.
Big Sam.
I was like, what do you say? I'm Big Sam. I was like, okay, Big Sam. What is going on?
No, my favorite part is when he was like, "You guys want to come to a party tonight? It's a Monday.
It's a Monday
It's
night.
a Monday
Monday night.
game week, Monday night." And we're like, we can't. We have practice.
He's like, just skip it. Just skip it.
We're like, I'm sorry, sir. You're the one playing this weekend. Where's your practice? And he goes, we don't have practice every night. We only have practice on like Wednesday, Thursday or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
few hours in the morning.
and he's like, so we're going to a party tonight. And I'm like, I was like, why didn't you come to our practice?
Yeah.
And he goes, are you going to pay me? This girl turns around and goes, sir. Oh my God, what did you say to him?
You pay us. That's who should be paying the funds here. You should be paying the funds, not us.
Oh my God, that was so funny because he literally was like, why? Don't you guys like make a ton of money?
Oh, okay. What appearance was this? It was a hospital visit. The guy was like, we were signing the autographs, and he's like, can I get one of those to my daughter? I said, $100. He said, okay. $100, and he like didn't sweat it. Like he was literally about to give me $100.
No, he get paid millions.
Yeah. If someone would have said that to me, I'd be like, I'll need it.
Yeah,
Keep
but
it.
Big Sam, man, his
Keep it.
reaction when you said that, that was priceless.
He's such a good guy.
Yeah, he's great. And I will say some of the guys that I was with, so they divide us into groups and partner with a few football players, and you guys go into little kids' rooms. And he did let me know. He said, I took my daughter to the Christmas show that you guys do.
It was the big white guy.
Yes.
He was at the Kendra Scott appearance. Can't remember.
We'll look it up. But he is like, I took my daughter to your Christmas show, and I just want to let you know, I was blown away. You guys put in so much work into that, and it is so high quality. He was really, really impressed. And that meant so much because we do put a lot of effort into that Christmas show. I mean, the number of practices, even just doing the Christmas show, the girls that doing all the dances, I mean, it's really tiring.
It's really tiring.
Back to back to back to back.
That's the only time in my adult life that I've had to use my inhaler consistently.
Yeah.
Every single Christmas show, like that outfit change was like really fast.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are sweating. Changing clothes on when you're drenched in sweat, is impossible.
Drenched in sweat,
And it's
or
velvet.
freezing cold because it's winter at that
That's
point in
true.
time,
Yeah.
so that it drops a lot.
And then you're doing jump splits.
Yeah, and being
it's
in
cold.
5 inches of material in the freezing cold is not very nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was really, really nice for him to say that because, we do make it look effortless and we put in a lot of work, but it is nice when people notice the effort that is given.
Agreed.
Yeah. Leave the slop.
Leave the slop.
Those glasses.
They're large.
Those are some lenses.
Don't chew any gum. Just don't do it to yourself. And this is where it came from. Were those jumping jacks? Are they doing jumping jacks?
Those are jumping jacks.
That's so sweet. I love when people find their thing that defines them, and that is just their life, and they love it.
It is very rare that people find their passion.
Especially
And-
so young, too.
Yeah, so young and feel fulfilled in the career that they're doing. And I think it's very beautiful when you see a person that has found their calling.
And just something that you want to do for your entire life. Like that's
It's inspiring.
an insane thought to
Yeah.
me. And admirable. is
I
what
agree.
meant. Just to you. That was funny.
I love Don. He's funny.
I love Don.
Oh my God, some of the stories from stand-in poses or sit-in sign. My gosh, you guys.
The thing is, though, is that people just get excited. They forget themselves. They really do. They don't. And I think a lot of people don't have bad intentions. They just like,
I don't know. There are some people that some of the events that we're at serve alcohol and people are inebriated at times and they're not making the best decisions. And so that's when
yeah.
chaos really
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Tell me one of the weirdest things you've received in a letter.
Oh my gosh, this is the weirdest thing. Okay, it came to me. Through my personal email address, booked a reservation at a restaurant, and some random account, like it was just created, commented under one of my photos, "Are you going to this restaurant on this day?" And it was the reservation I had made. Don't know how they got the information.
Because you obviously didn't make that public.
I did not make that public, and it was through my spam email address, which I meant. So I called that restaurant and I was like, "Do you have anyone who works there by this name?" Like, and they were like, "No." So
That's creepy.
don't know how they got that information, and nothing else ever showed up like that email. I changed the password on it. Nothing ever happened, but that was odd.
That is very odd. That's very creepy. Mine was someone writing me a letter about my belly button.
What did they say about your belly button?
They said they liked my belly button.
They liked your belly button.
And they think about my belly button.
Ooh.
And my, quote, pretty blonde hair, end quote. I don't know.
Same.
It gave me, like, Silence of the Lambs vibes. Just a little. I like your skin and your belly button and your blonde hair.
Odd.
I didn't know how to respond to that.
I would not have responded.
That's the oddest thing.
Yeah, that is pretty odd.
It's pretty interesting. But at appearances, okay, let's say what's the weirdest appearance thing that happened to you?
It was a sit-in sign, and you know people are supposed to get their autograph signed and move. These two white guys stood there for like forever asking me about my hair. And like everyone's waiting in line and I'm just talking to them about my hair and I'm like,
What were they asking?
Just like, how long does it take you to do it? When do you do it? How does it da-da-da-da-da-da? And I was like,
Did you ask them why they were curious?
I think at the end I was like, I appreciate your curiosity. Next.
Move on.
Move on, please. Oh my God. Like, not your pupils, but like your so white. What is this part of your eye called?
This one?
Yeah. This is your iris. Pupil.
Just like your eye is really white.
Yeah, your eyeballs are so white.
The white part of your eye apparently is very white.
So white.
I loved when a person came up to an appearance. I think I was at a Star Sports tour, and they told we're much prettier in person than our picture online.
I will say sometimes the editing they do is a little questionable.
No, I agree, but I don't know. It's just such a weird comment. Like, you could just say, you guys are so pretty.
That's
you know?
That's very honest, and she probably should have kept that one to herself.
I know. She's like, I mean, you guys are like stunning in person, but online those pictures don't look as good.
I also think, we're...
Yes, ma'am. We don't get to pick them.
Yeah. We're not wearing a lot of clothes, but it's so crazy how people walk up and just immediately comment on your body. Oh, you're so skinny. Oh my God, you guys are so fit. You're so in shape.
Oh my God, you're so tall. I didn't realize the cheerleaders were so tall.
I would never look like that in that outfit. Oh my God. And I'm like, or a lot of women, as they walk up to take a picture, they're degrading themselves.
Yes. Yes, so many times.
They I don't know what it is about that. They're like, oh, my hair could never look like that. Oh, how do you do your makeup like that? Oh my God, I could never. You're so skinny. I could never fit in that. And I'm like,
yeah. But also, like, a lot of the women that say that, they're all naturally so beautiful. And so it's, I don't know why it is our female instinct to downgrade ourselves. Mm-hmm. I mean, I do it too.
Yeah. But you don't walk up to like
I say
another
it
group of
internally.
women.
I just don't voice it out loud. You know what I mean? The weirdest thing that I think I encountered doing a stand-in pose was a guy. We were at a corporate event and we were doing a stand-in pose, and the guy comes up to us and he's like, from this company, and he says, "Guys, we would love if y'all could take a picture with the mascot." Let's do it. Let's take a picture with the mascot. Our security guy. Great. Where's the mascot? Let's walk over there, ladies. Quick picture. Come back. We walk over into the middle of the field, and I'm going to premise this with the guy that was talking to us. He's wearing a fanny pack, quite large. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, let me get the mascot." Reaches into his fanny pack, unzips it, and pulls out a live iguana and just like sets it on me.
I would have punched him in his face. I would have punched him in his face.
I think the girl that I was with literally screamed, like, ah! And I'm okay with animals as long as you don't hand me a spider.
I don't
you
like
hand me a spider.
reptiles. No reptiles.
Don't do it. But I also was kind of taken aback because I didn't expect the mascot of this company to be
To
alive
be in his fanny pack.
and be in his fanny pack.
Let me get the mascot.
And he's like,
real quick.
takes it out. I was like, oh my God, okay. Don, our security guy, was like, whoa. What is happening?
He would have took it out and I would have walked the other way. Didn't matter where
It
Don
happened
was
in like
going.
3 seconds.
Didn't matter where anyone else. I would have been gone.
That was so
Gone.
funny, just so out of the blue. And then another appearance that we did it in a casino, and a lot of people were kind of tipsy.
I never get why they put us in places like that.
I don't know. But I had a woman keep coming back for a photo, and she kept grabbing my face like this.
No,
And
I
going-
cannot stand
going like this.
hands.
And I was just, I don't want to touch my face. First germs and skin and pores. Like, don't touch my face. Please.
I'm so happy I had none of these encounters.
Just out of respect,
I
I'm not
would've
going to
been
walk up
fired.
to a person that I do not know and reach into their face and go, oh, you're so cute and so pretty. Over and over again.
I would have left the appearance.
The second time I was like leaning back, so she was pretty short. She got like leaning up, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
Harassment. It's harassment. I'm being harassed.
And finally, after like the third time she came back in line, our security guard was like, "Ma'am, you've already had a photo.
yeah,
Don't touch the cheerleaders."
Don't do that again.
'Cause we
please.
kept telling her like, "Don't touch the cheerleaders."
Funny. I have another story. It was like 4 of us at an appearance, and they wanted like to hire, I guess, like 6 to 10 to dance, but they couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just hired us to kick off the event. So walk on stage, do a little sparkle, walk off. We get on stage and this man goes, "Can y'all give us a dance?" And he looks to the right and the left, and we're just standing there like. It was the most awkward. And this is like a full-blown stage, lights,
What appearance
people
was
in
this?
the audience. It was at the Gaylord. It was I don't know.
I mean, those corporate events, that's where all the craziness happens, I think.
He literally, we're on stage. They got music on. He goes, "Can y'all give us a dance?" They did not pay for a dance at all. It was the most awkward situation.
All you get is a sparkle, because that's within my pay grade.
You know, when you get so embarrassed, you feel like everyone in the room is looking at you. Well, the fact was, everyone in the room was looking at us.
I'm sure they were.
And we were not moving besides this. So then we just walked off stage. He was like, "I guess not." It
Oh my gosh. Wait, that is so funny.
was so funny, but I was like, why do you have to make it worse by egging it on like that?
I don't know. I'm telling you, appearances bring a different side out of people. It's like you think people are normal, and then sometimes you just get shocked. You just get shocked. Like you cannot predict what happens. You
You
just kind of
can't.
have to roll with the punches. And most of the time, it's perfectly normal and it's great and wonderful. And then sometimes like weird things will happen, and you will never be. I would have never, if you'd asked me if there was gonna be an iguana in that person's like fanny pack, I would have never been able to tell you that.
I would have never survived that.
Never,
appearance.
you know, like that was just so funny to me. But I mean,
That
they
is
make for
comical.
great stories now and just great
Did you get a
memories.
picture with the iguana?
No, Don like swatted the iguana out of the way so quickly. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what kind of makes some of them very unique. All right, well then we'll end it here.
I'm still thinking about that iguana mascot thing. That is
Really? You
insa-
didn't?
Yes.
Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
That is insanely disgusting.
Yeah, a full iguana.
Ew.
Well, this was a lot.
This
I feel
was a
like this
lot.
was a meaty episode.
This is a lot of episodes. It's gonna be a long one. Hope you enjoy. We're answering questions, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Whoop whoop.